Getting off of Journey into Imagination with Figment in Epcot, you see a set of stairs with the Disney Vacation Club logo on it. Of course, it wasn't always the Disney Vacation Club lounge up there. Have you ever wondered what was up there before the lounge? I'm All Disney Day, and today we're talking about the original ImageWorks. Epcot Center opened on October 1st, 1982, along with the Imagination Pavilion. While the Journey into Imagination ride wasn't quite ready at this time and didn't open until March 5th of the next year, ImageWorks was open and ready for opening day. To get up to ImageWorks, you'd have to actually go through what would then become the exit of the Journey into Imagination ride and go up that set of spiral staircase or an escalator. There was also an elevator if needed. Once hitting the top, however, you'd go up into the first and larger glass pyramid that would be all open for the sun to come through and be lighted absolutely beautifully. From there were many different features in ImageWorks, such as the stepping tones, which were where guests could create music from stepping on different colored panels on the ground, Figment's coloring book, which is where guests colored images of Figment and Dreamfinder using electric paintbrush guns, the Rainbow Corridor, which was one of the bigger hits, which was a large tunnel that featured colored lights that would follow the guest as they went through, with each guest getting a different color. One of the best images of this Rainbow Corridor actually features the pop legend Michael Jackson in it. The other thing in ImageWorks that really stood out, to me at least, was Dreamfinder's School of Drama. Using a blue screen, guests put themselves in the movie under the direction of the one and only Dreamfinder. The movie could either be a western, fantasy, or sci-fi film. For the time, however, having images be behind and in front of you using a blue screen was actually quite impressive and something that we'd now take for granted. October 1st, 1999 was a dark day for most, if not all, Imagination Pavilion fans. The new version of the ride opened shorter than the previous one, and then guests would exit the ride to be welcomed to the new rebranded ImageWorks called ImageWorks The What If Labs, and it was downstairs. When heading towards the exit and the gift shop, though, planning to go upstairs to their favorite ImageWorks, they saw it was closed. To make it worse, though, nothing except for the stepping tones from upstairs were brought downstairs, meaning that the big ones in the Rainbow Corridor and Dreamfinder School of Drama were either gone or left upstairs to rot. In 2002, more items were added to the downstairs ImageWorks, but nothing for upstairs had been updated, with no signs of opening anytime soon. As recently as 2014, you can find videos showing that most of these features are still up in the original ImageWorks. I actually want to talk to you more about these, so credit to the Dark Side of Disney for this beautiful video that was done in 2011. Even though this isn't the most recent video that was done, I like it better due to where the person focuses while filming and takes some pauses. There aren't a lot of clear differences between the 2011 version and the 2014 version, as I watched them closely to see if there was anything huge, but because I didn't find anything, I decided to focus on the 2011 version. As you can see, he's heading up the stairs towards ImageWorks here. That light on the right hand side is coming from the gift shop or the new ImageWorks, I'm not 100% sure. As you can see, it's a bit dark outside, so you won't get the full feel of how large this pyramid is, but you'll still get a fair understanding. Here he's going to turn around so we can just see how large of this area was open to guests. Continuing along here, we're going to come up to Figment's coloring book, and I'm actually going to pause it here just because I found this interesting. As you can see, the figurines are still on the wall of what would be painted. However, that large gray circle on the ground used to be where the platform was for the paintbrushes and the guests. I found it interesting that the platform where the paintbrushes are gone, but the figurines that you could use the paintbrush on are still hanging on the wall. We're going to continue it a bit further here, and I'm going to pause it again right here, just because I found it interesting that you can see that door there on the left. That door and that whole wall have been added since ImageWorks closed. What used to be there was Dreamfinder's School of Drama. I'm actually a little disappointed, to be honest, that a wall was added in there, as I would have loved to have seen what was left of that since it closed, whether it be the blue screen, the seats, or nothing at all. We're going to continue the video here, and you can kind of see there what he is heading towards. It is the one, the only rainbow corridor. However, as you can see, there's not much of a rainbow to this corridor anymore. It's more just bright white lights. I found it interesting that if you're gonna have lights, why are they white and not just have those rainbow ones to have lights on in there? Seems like just a waste of energy, honestly, to have white lights if you're gonna have lights at all. As he's about to turn left here, we're heading into the Mirage Station. These would be TVs that have a 3D figment on it that if you try to reach out and grab, it would disappear just like a regular desert Mirage. He's going to head through this doorway here, and this is where I'm going to pause the video for the third time. These are the stepping tones. These you can also find downstairs now with a little bit more colors and images attached to them. These ones were much more simple than these new ones you can find downstairs, but I also thought that it was great that they added them downstairs once these ones were taken out, just to pay a little bit of homage to the originals that were upstairs for a good amount of time. Continuing along here, you can see how there was quite a few stepping tones when it was open, and we're coming towards the Dreamfinder boat race. This race would be a whole bunch of ships on the table that would spin and light up, and if you caught it at the right angle, it would appear as these ships were floating. Coming around the corner here, there's a bunch of new walls and everything that weren't actually there when ImageWorks was open. They were added through construction and different things. He's about to take a right now, and here we come across the giant kaleidoscopes. These are very similar to kaleidoscopes you can buy at home and everywhere. These ones were just much larger that you could view at a Disney park. And this is where I'm actually going to end the video, as this is when the cameraman gets caught by a cast member and forced to leave. So what's up there now? Well, I kind of hinted to this at the beginning of the video. It's now a DVC lounge. I'm lucky enough to be a DVC member, so I have actually been up there. It is absolutely beautiful up there, and now you get access to the first large pyramid that we saw at the beginning of the video, with everything else walled off. With this being walled off, we don't know what's actually back there still, if anything. However, I feel like it's safe to say if you were to tear down these walls, you'd be able to see the Rainbow Corridor, Figment's coloring book, and much more. I know what you're thinking. What now, right? Well, everyone always was hoping that the original ImageWorks was going to come back. And with nothing being open up there, there was always a chance. Now that there's a lounge up there and all the entrances to that other area is all walled off, I'd say it isn't looking great. That being said though, weirder things have happened, like ImageWorks being closed in the first place. So I'm not going to say there is a 0% chance of it coming back. I'm just going to say that the chance of us seeing the original ImageWorks upstairs is fairly close to 0. And that's where I'm going to end this video. I never got the chance to experience the original ImageWorks in full, but I always thought that the pictures of it and all these videos were absolutely beautiful. If you have been lucky enough to experience the original ImageWorks, let me know in the comments what you thought of it and if you'd love to see it coming back. Also, don't forget to check out my Twitter, and if you have the ability, please support me on Patreon. That'd be huge. Both links are in the description below. I'd also recommend checking out the program TubeBuddy. It is a great Chrome extension to help you with all different sorts of YouTube activities. It's very helpful for keeping me organized, as well as a lot of big YouTubers, so I'd highly recommend it to anyone starting out a channel or having a channel that you need to keep more organized. I use the pro version as it gets me more features than the free one, but of course you can always use the free one as it still has some awesome features. Check it out at www.tubebuddy.com/alldisneyday. Link is also in the description. Until next time, I'm All Disney Day, and have a magical day.